Now, I am worried right now because there will be pedal all through support the man. The vice president, Dr. Mahama Bawumia. Now, if you know what Kasa with the Tiano. There, so be pedal alternate ideas because he or she is a person of ideas. So, pedal the ideas of Dr. Mahama Bawumia. And a certain people within Ghana, where you may put the Tiano. And I'm getting all the source there. These people are NDC for. Na be so they are enemies of Asamoah Gyan. Now, Asamoah Gyan who should be hated at all in the history of Ghana. Looking at Nzama Waya Dabo Ghana with regards to Oye Nyamana, that today I'm going to show you some facts. Now, the only thing they are remembering from Oye Asamoah Gyan there was a penalty shootout. Now, that was penalty no or say it was against Ghana and Uruguay. This one was the World Cup, the 2010 World Cup. This is around 14 years ago. And today we have people who are making it look like the penalty shootout now Olusino, which is Omeseno. It was intentional. Now, how can you tell me that a player, an international player, we're talking about teams like Sunderland, who is a Black Stars player, someone who is an iconic, an icon in our Ghanaian sphere of OF football. He's going to play a penalty and he missed it intentionally. If you tell me something like this, now because of the fact that we truly support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as the lead in youth and sport, and because he has ideas. This hint was given by Samuel some time ago. I want to start from there because when I critically analyze the matters, they are kind of like making him to either said why Bonibi the TOB. We have people who have true support for former President Mahama. People like Nasi, the musician Nasi. He was contracted to always sing for former President Mahama to just sing. And Mama, I am so head. And they were obeying now, so be. Then the song was nice, and he's a very fantastic musician. No doubt about it. And as we speak right now, the information reaching me there, he has actually been contracted again to make another song, another campaign song, which will be out. It will not be released by Nasi, it will be released by the NDC because one of contracted. If it is so, if it comes out, now today he's actually been in the music of playing music for commercial, for money. Who doesn't want money in this world? Who one on the way to Pepe no abrabo also there. Oh, I'm the Mempesica. I'm paid in the park. I'm a man. I mean, everybody gets to a point. Even young people are wanting to even help their nations. Today, we have a lot of people, youth. Then Payinfono are telling us there, the youth should come and make sure that they are representing, make sure that they are also making sure they are also engaging with regards to nation building. What's the member youth but when the youth are also trying to do something to help the nation and people are backsliding, people are chastising them, people are criticizing them as if they were one. Someone like Asamoah Gyan showing support for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia because of being painted that on social media. This was a post being made by Samuel Kukwani, the first Nananka communicator for the NDC, but Sisiano. Also, I want to Kwata pay because the party is not actually helping him. Also, that this is a post by Kukwani. Also, this is the kind of despicable, senseless propaganda that makes me pack. So, 14 years ago, which is 2010, Asamoah Gyan was a clairvoyant to know he would one day serve an NPP manifesto committee. That's why he scored the penalty. Absolutely nonsense. You have no policy and you just insult. Okay? This was a post. Also there, Asamoah Gyan. Atari Asamoah Gyan I'll give you a bit of an history about it. A bit of a history. Also, now, I deliberately missed the penalty in 2010 against Uruguay because of the government in power. They don't respect me. That Atari and Asamoah Gyan I remember that it was a particular, DJ Drogba was there. I remember. It was one of these talks, now, and he was actually talking about, football, contributions to football, ideas to football, with regards to experiences, with regards to Nigeria. But when a question comes, some came from the host Northern channel and some will come from the crowd. And it was Atoye Osei or the announcing that he's actually quitting football. And when he said that, he cried. Atoye Osei, when he said that, no, Osei that is the very day that I quit football. Also, there it was very hard for him, and you can imagine someone like that. I am not. I know that I have actually. Me there. I will show maybe I show me fi or Korea. I show me fi UK, Australia. I show me fi Canada. I show me fi or UK. Me there. The time comes up when I record pension in Ghana. It's very hard. I've seen one or two people that they have been in pension, and it was very hard for them there. They are vacating their office. It's not easy. Sometimes even when I go school, when you graduate in Ghana, knowing that you will not see your friends again, they will disperse. Knowing that life will happen, knowing that you will not see your teachers again. You see, I personally remember days, the day I finished SHS, and the way and manner we were on campus and we were living. And I turned myself back and I checked, let me share school gate, you know, and I became emotional. Even school, I became emotional. School keke. SHS, we became emotional. How much on someone who has been playing football, good football, and has so much of experience. And talking about the good works of Asamoah Gyan, say Obi Kanza Amasemo the Tiana Oyara there just because he's making sure that he's representing Ghana. And just like it, what is wrong about showing the support for someone who you feel whose ideas is in line with you? There are videos what can some papa brother for former President Domani Mahama. Or there former President Domani Mahama Castro ne Asemi Bay Royal Apuhuya with Castro how you tell some of the neck details it becomes a bit of an emotional story. He took his phone and he called former President Domani Mahama and he asked him, what can I do to help? No, sir. Anything I can do to help. Also, the former president, in less than an hour, around 10 helicopters were hovering around the beach. He said it. I think he said it during the Boko Marina boxing ring. He said it during that time there was a particular activity. He said it there. So the fact there will be why in the Papa now now politically we don't support him and today. Suni kura tell on nyimpa today a baby jet today tell obobola or they all support NDC. How? Indeed, because of the former President Domani Mahama was the president during was the president or was in power during that time in Intino. He deliberately knew that a time will come he will be part of the manifesto committee of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Intino. He realized that no, because of what is ahead 14 years to come in Intino, I have to miss this penalty. How? So Oshego now Abi would have advanced. Nizim would have been on board. Just like how he's the most criticized player, yet he's the most loved player. You can't take it away from Asamoah Gyan. In the end, because he's also a father, also a papa, also a nimpa. Now, some people can say maybe for now that he is a man made of ideas, and that is the reason why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia decided to work with him. Now, Asamoah Gyan, I'm going to show you proof. Some of the works are why not even in football. In some why we to gas other things. Maybe you work at the modity and oil. You see some me call almost saying my Dr.
NPP, I also saw in the area of sports how you can get the private sector to also show interest in developing sports. My main 5 video was also on chairman my baby jet. Asamoah Gyan, he was there as well. And then watch out for Asamoah Gyan.
Asamoah Gyan.
Watch out for him. I'm meeting a canon.
So,
I mean, Jen.
Let's say I'm parliamentary primaries.
Watch out for Asamoah Gyan. He's a man of ideas.
Baby jet.
And one
Asamoah Gyan.
Dr. Bawumia loves people with ideas. So watch out for Asamoah Gyan. He's his good friend.
Sports minister.
Minister. I said, watch out for him.
Very soon.
Very soon.
But before you continue,
he's one guy who also has solid ideas.
Asamoah Gyan.
Solid ideas in the area of sports. And he's an iconic figure. Love him or loathe him, he is an iconic figure.
Asamoah Gyan.
And I think he's one person he should show interest in policy, not politics. He may never know.
Is that coded language?
He should show more interest in it. Because they say he should also be able to contribute these ideas, his network to the development of sports. I think so.
Asamoah Gyan.
I think
and we should watch out for him.
Watch out.
Watch out for Asamoah Gyan. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has ideas. Asamoah Gyan has some very solid ideas. They are going to work together. Watch out for Asamoah Gyan. Asamoah Gyan will full stop. Because of this, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Ampara, it is in public now. Now, ye be said there into Abaze Pana. Asamoah Gyan why sebe it is now being said that he has so much of ideas, not just football, not just his experience on the field. Abatina why with regards to other sport because yaka sport it's not just about tennis, it's not just about football, it's about tennis, it's about shot put, it's about races. In the yenhwe ada or ye Asamoah Gyan we too no why with regards to other sport na binum as da we too mazama.
Involvement in the game has come as a huge blessing.
Wow, it's such an immense contribution. We can't actually quantify it as we speak. He's basically taken us from more of like from 0 or from 2 that we were to hovering around 8. And Asamoah Gyan being a captain and being a global icon himself has basically given us what we've been lacking for quite some time now. The federation, with the effort of the president Isaac Abajibdia and his vice Mr. Jangwa, have been pushing and not for no effort, but they've been pushing extremely. He's brought the sponsorship drive that we needed for the sport. He's committing his own finances to helping a lot of junior tennis players who hitherto were struggling getting people to fund them in playing even West Africa tournaments, in playing other local tournaments. But with his background, with his resources, personal resources, he's basically transcended and at the moment adopted some key young talents that are national players.
Who are national players? When we talk about some of these things, sometimes when we talk about some of these things, because they make it look as if what we are trying to do, it's actually useless or it's not needful. Look at this thing. This is Baby Jet and MANCWA Commodities Top 16. You could see that this is one of the initiatives, and this is Baby Jet's initiative to help the Ghana Tennis Federation, and he's actually a patron of the Ghana Tennis Federation. At the same time, he's a big time boxing promoter. Anything sport in this country, Baby Jet will be there. If he's not there, he's representing them in the spirit. And if so, with funding, with Nakasana personal funding, government funding, personal funding will help. Now, someone who has been helping, using his own personal funding to help sport in Ghana. Now, so there, this particular man, my ideas align with him. I'll go and be part of the committee. When he called me up, I'll be part. And I asked myself, where is the campaign team of former President Mahama? Where is the campaign team? Because right now we know the campaign team of the Vice President Dr. Bawumia, and he has called him up. I don't know what the problem that they have in right now, but I believe them baby has not to know. There Papa Obaka, Ayabana Obaka, and there was now about penalty shootout, was now and there'll be other some other to Baby Jet to do. But this same person, Baby Jet, wash out, go, Unyaji. Yes, Nankasa, maybe in Mobiano, there are people that will be ungrateful, and it's just about the time there you get to realize these people will be there. In the your comment section, do you think that what actually is being done to Baby Jet, showing support for Dr. Mahmoud, do you think it is fair? Comment section. Before me, I forgot to my family because the moment